Hey YouTube, how's it going? You know, it's going pretty doggone great right now. Really, seriously. I mean, the weather is still colder than I like, but I'll live with it. I actually have some good news for a change. How about that? And that good news, pardon me for being out of breath, I've just been chasing around a little bit here. The good news is that my car is once again operational. They finished the work getting the belt taken care of. And as I said before, they ended up having to replace the power steering pump. And in the doing of that, the guy said that he also fixed, get this one's big, he fixed the leak the power steering system had. Now, a little bit of background for those not familiar to understand how huge this is. Something like 4 or 5 years ago, the power steering in my car had a leak in it. And that leak was gradually getting worse and worse. And it finally got to the point where it was so bad that if I put fluid in it, it would pour out just as fast as I could pour it in. The leak was that bad. So I stopped putting fluid in it. I figured, what's the point? There's no point. And so for 4 or 5 years, I have been driving a car designed with power steering without power steering. That's not easy. Try it sometime. It's a whole lot of fun. I guarantee you, you will build upper arm strength doing it. Oh yeah. It's like my left arm is broke and weak and not good for a whole lot. My right arm, I could probably pick somebody up and throw them across the room. Yeah. And as of about an hour ago, I have power steering again. Not only is the belt fixed and the car is running and whatnot, but I have power steering again. You know that old saw about you never really truly genuinely appreciate something until you don't have it? Well, for the last 4 or 5 years, I have been learning to appreciate power steering. You know, it's one thing if the car was designed without it. That's fine, because then it's actually easier than when the power steering doesn't work. But when the car is designed with power steering and it suddenly doesn't work, it takes a lot of serious muscle to turn that car. Especially if you're trying to turn in a tight space. And oh man, it is so fantastic having that working again. Worth every penny that they charged. I freaking guarantee you. You know, because that really wasn't on the agenda. That was not something that I was going to have them do, because back when I first asked them about it a bunch of years ago, they told me it'd be like $125 or so to get that particular line replaced. It was the high pressure line on the power steering. I didn't have it. And then there was a few times where I did have it, but there was always something else that was more important that had to be dealt with first. You know? And finally, it's fixed. This is awesome. I'm not exactly sure how that ended up working out, but I'm not complaining. I am truly not complaining, because things are so much better right now. I'm actually having to readjust to get used to having power steering again. That's cool. Good times. And now, I think I've about talked this out, I'm up to 5 minutes now, according to the little timer on the camera monitor. So, I'm going to shut up, put this thing to bed, and sit back and watch some videos and have a few cheeseburgers because, oh yeah, I'm celebrating with cheeseburgers. And I'm still doing it for less than 2,000 calories a day. So, I'm good. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.
Mr. TinFoilChef.